The Northern Adventure has arrived in Victoria. It is the newest ship in the BC Ferries fleet, still showing her former name Sonia on the hull. The vessel will now undergo a refit costing millions before she begins service on the northern route. CH's Philip Campbell was out today to greet her.
There she is. There's a lot of excitement as we get our first look at MV Sonia as she steams toward Victoria. The newest ship in the BC Ferries fleet, hitting about 15 knots as she makes her way to the capital city. More than a dozen of the crew are BC Ferries staffers, and they seem glad to be back in Canadian waters. We managed to contact the bridge by marine radio.
So, Skipper, how was the trip?
It was wonderful, smooth sailing most of the way.
She made the 10,000 nautical mile voyage from Greece in 31 days, cruising past the Canary Islands, across the Atlantic, to the Panama Canal, easily getting through the locks, then up the Pacific coast past Baja, Mexico, California, Oregon, and Washington. The roughest weather of the entire trip was off Oregon during Friday's storm.
What size swells did you have off Oregon?
10 meters at least.
How'd she handle in that?
Well, we took a beating. We had to reduce and do other courses, but she did well.
The 117-meter vessel will be renamed Northern Adventure. Sonia replaces the Queen of the North. She went down in March after running aground on Gill Island south of Prince Rupert. Residents of the native band who helped rescue passengers had been hoping she'd be named the Spirit of Hartley Bay. The corporation wants to market the ship differently.
Would have been a sentimental choice, but it probably would have hurt us in the long run.
The ship can carry 600 passengers and 100 vehicles. It includes 70 cabins. Second Officer Lindsay Gregoric says the 2-year-old Sonia is a fine vessel.
We're 100% proud of it. It's a good vessel.
After taking a local pilot on to help guide her to port, she heads to the Esquimalt graving dock, where for the next few months she'll undergo a $9 million refit, updating safety equipment, passenger amenities, and modifying the stern ramp. Officials with the Ferry Corporation are hoping by the time the refit is finished, they'll have convinced the federal government to give back $17 million in import duties they were forced to pay.
The Northern Adventure's refit will begin in early January. The ship will be ready to sail in April.
The newest ship in the BC Ferries fleet is in Victoria undergoing a $9 million refit. The renamed Northern Adventure will replace the sunken Queen of the North. Today, CHTV's Kim Emerson climbed aboard for a look inside.
BC Ferries is wasting no time in ripping apart its newest addition to the fleet. This is the interior of the Sonia, a ship purchased for $51 million. It's already had a $9 million refit in Spain so it could make the passage to BC. Now it's going through another $9 million in renovations on the passenger decks. By the time all of the taxes and duties have been paid, the bill for this vessel will be about $100 million. One of the nicest things about this vessel, according to the captain and crew, is the navigational equipment on the bridge.
This vessel's capable of 21 knots. In good conditions, ideal conditions, she'll do 21 knots. Probably on the average, at full speed, she'll do 20, 20 and a half.
The reason the ship can travel at that speed is two V16 German-engineered diesel engines, which pump out a combined 21,000 horsepower.
So we've got 3 diesel generators? We're running this one right now. And this one will come on line automatically if anything was to happen to that generator there.
Those generators provide the electrical power to the ship for passenger safety and comfort. There's lots of safety equipment aboard this vessel, as well as lots of outdoor deck room for passengers to walk around. There's even a covered outdoor bar area for barbecues, and BC Ferries hopes for liquor service if the liquor branch gives approval.
This area is going to be converted into crew facilities, a rec room, a laundry facility for crew, TV room, exercise room.
The crew will also have individual cabins, or in busy times, some will double bunk. Passenger accommodations come in inside and outside cabins with sleeping for 4 if needed. There is also something that has never been available on a BC ferry, 4 luxury cabins that will be refitted. They sit at the front of the ship, right below the bridge.
It's going to work very well for BC Ferries. It's new technology. It's a well-built ship, and we're very comfortable with it.
Oh, and just for safety's sake, a couple of special St. Christopher plaques have been placed on the bridge to aid in safe passage.
Amazing. I kept waiting to hear about the all-you-can-eat buffet, but I guess it's not going to happen.
Sunshine breakfast? Is it gone now, the sunshine breakfast?
I hope not.
We're gone now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again on the weekend.